cracking YouTube? We back, man. Today, like I said in the title, man, we're trying to get the old Cutlass started today. I got the front up on jack stands so far, and then I need to get the back up on jack stands, but I ain't too much worried about that right now. We've been actually looking at some stuff on the Cutlass, and it should start fairly easy. Let me get my light turned on. It should start fairly easy because it looks like everything is complete. So I'm just gonna show y'all everything right now, and it should, in theory, fire. So hang on. So I went ahead and I checked everything. It looks like somebody went ahead and already, looks like it's got a new cap, new spark plug wires. It looks like somebody was working on this prior to me getting it, and they started, it looks like they tried to start the EGR delete process on it. So I think I'm gonna finish that up. I'm gonna have to get this all cut out, take these off. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to leave that one and probably just take this one off. And then I'll have to block off the EGR, remove it, block it off. This is all after I try to get it to start. So I'm gonna try to get it to start in a minute. Just showing y'all everything that we looked at on it so far. The carburetor, I don't know if I'll be able to get fuel from the carburetor, from the tank, from the pump up to the carburetor. I think I'm gonna just try to start it with some starting fluid and see if it'll fire up. But I looked at it earlier. I went ahead, like I said, it's on jack stands. We changed the oil on it. Let me show y'all what I've noticed underneath the bottom of this car. So I got it up on jack stands. I don't know, these rally wheels look good. I think I'm gonna put some kind of rust removal on these rally wheels and just keep them on here for a while. They look really good. But anyway, we checked everything. I checked my spark plug wires. I didn't actually take them off yet, but it looks to me like this car should start. So hopefully we can get it to start. I see it's got an issue right here with the throttle cable. It looks like it's kind of just half-ass rigged on there, and the IAC is off, so that may be an issue too. We'll try to get it to run. I might have to get that adjusted too, or if I wind up doing away with the whole thing as a whole when I go get rid of EGR, because I think I'm gonna try to get rid of all this emission stuff step by step once I get it there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take my time with it. But like I said, let me show y'all underneath the bottom. That's bright. Flip that out so I don't blind nobody. But I dropped a few little drops of oil on the ground earlier doing the oil change. But looking under here, like I said, it's pretty solid. Somebody put a brand new exhaust on it. It looks like it's got an exhaust. It's looking pretty clean. There's no rot in the floor. He said this happened when they were loading it. Floors all look good. I don't see any holes, anything. Like all the fuel line look good up to the pump. So we'll probably wind up still replacing that little rubber section in there. But yeah, right now, I'm actually about to see if I can fire this thing up. Got the battery hooked up. The battery's dead. I'm gonna have to use my jump box right here, hook it up. And we're gonna throw a little carb spray down his neck and see what happens. So let me grab my wife so she can actually see if we can get this thing to start, because it's got this broken column. So what I'll have to do is, she don't know how to start a car with a broken column, but I do, so we'll definitely check that. See if I can get it to start. And the door is closed so good on this car. Because if I can get everything right on this old 307, I'm just gonna keep it. This 307 is solid. Like I said, we're gonna do a bunch of checks. I'm gonna go ahead, if it starts, if it'll start, then we'll check compression on every cylinder. I know it's probably gonna have an exhaust leak because like I said, these hoses are all broken off. So it's gonna probably be has an exhaust leak. So anyway, let me grab her and see if we can get this thing to fire up.
Okay.
You can if you want to. You ready to record?
It's going.
Anyway, so I'm gonna hit it with this carbon choke spray and hopefully it'll start. So anyway, and I gotta hook my jump box up to it. I'm gonna do that real quick. If I blow up, just run off. Holly down a little, bro. This thing should start pretty well, so we're gonna figure it out. It will if it won't start, so we'll figure it out pretty quick. I need to get me one of those new fancy little small jump boxes everybody got, but I ain't spending no money on that. So anyway, we'll just hit it with a little bit of that little dough fuel. See what happens.
Oh God.
Think you're gonna die? A little go fuel. Not a lot, just a little. All right, see if this thing will kick off. Fire and hold.
Ooh, it stinks.
Well, we got action. So, it kicked off. But we gotta figure out why. So next step, now that we know it'll run, which is pretty cool. I could have kept it running on the spray, but what I need to do now is figure out, now that we know the motor turns over and it actually runs, what I wanna do now is actually figure out how to get it to idle. So I think I'm gonna finish doing the tune-up on it. Even though this looks good, I'm gonna do new cap, new rotor, new spark plugs, and I need to figure out my IAC, and then I gotta figure out why I'm not getting fuel up to the carburetor. So once I figure that out, it should run and idle. It sounds pretty good, so I may see if I can start it again just to kind of see what happens. All right, that's what we'll do.
Good morning.
You know, I'm just shit out of it, but we'll do it. Fill it up, and we'll see. I would have you spray it, but you might.
I mean, I can. You want me to?
Nah,
Just
you just gotta spray it. See where that hole is?
where you were spraying?
Yeah, when it starts.
Hang on, wait. Let me zoom in. Okay. Ooh, it stinks.
The old cutlass will start, so.
You got it?
Yeah. I see the old cutlass will start. Now we just gotta figure out, like I said, what we wanna do. I gotta get it to idle. But now that I know the motor turns over and the motor actually runs, we just gotta figure out the next steps to get it to idle and get the fuel up to carburetor, which probably will be a mechanical fuel pump. We'll start there. That's like 20 bucks. That'll be part of the tune-up we do as we're removing all this emission stuff that it doesn't need. So that'll be a fun project for me, trying to figure out how to get rid of a bunch of this stuff. But man, I'm super excited. That's a good start, that the cutlass actually runs. Now it's just all about fine-tuning the little stuff, tweaking it and getting it to where I can actually get it out of here. I know the transmission don't have reverse, so I'm kind of torn. Do I go 700 R4 or do I just put another turbo 350 in here? You can buy a brand new turbo 350 for like 900 bucks, opposed to like 2,500 for 700 R4. And then you got to do a kick down cable, all that other stuff, which I don't like the TV cable anyway. So I may just put another TH turbo 350 in here and go from there. But anyway, here it is. The old Cutlass runs. We got this old thing to fire up, which is pretty pretty impressive to me that the old Cutlass runs. But y'all, stay tuned. Next step is gonna be starting to tune up on it, getting all the wires, everything replaced, taking this emissions out, and hopefully driving this thing. So anyway, y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Just a quick video, y'all. Getting the Cutlass underway. Check y'all in the next video.